Yes, they can. Both Luke and Scott will be in the office on Friday, so they can set up their meeting that day. Luke wants to do something.
Luke wants to do something.
What does Luke want to do?
What does Luke
Well,
want to do?
he wants to meet with
he
Scott.
wants to meet with Scott.
Does he want to meet with
Does
Scott?
he want to meet with
Yes,
Scott?
he wants to meet with
He wants
Scott.
to meet with Scott.
Why does he want to meet
Why
with
does he
Scott?
want to meet with Scott?
Well, he wants to meet with Scott to discuss ways to reduce expenses for their company.
To reduce expenses for the company.
Luke thinks the meeting will be quite long. Does Luke think the meeting will be quite long? Yes, he thinks the meeting will be quite long. How long does he think the meeting will be? Well, he thinks the meeting will be about 3 hours. Scott doesn't have time for meetings this week. Does Scott have time for meetings this week?
No.
No, he doesn't have time for meetings this week. Why doesn't he have time for meetings this week? Well, it's because he just got back to work after being sick for a few days, so he has a lot of tasks to complete. The meeting between Luke and Scott won't take place this week. Will the meeting between Luke and Scott take place this week? No, it won't. Scott is very busy this week, so the meeting will take place later. When will the meeting take place? Well, the meeting will take place next week. The meeting will take place next week instead of this week. Will the meeting take place next week instead of this week? Yes, that's correct. The meeting will take place next week instead of this week. Why will the meeting take place next week instead of this week? Well, it's because Scott is very busy this week. Luke will be in the office on Monday. Will Luke be in the office on Monday? Yes, Luke will be in the office on Monday. Scott won't be in the office on Monday. Will Scott be in the office on Monday? No, Scott won't be in the office on Monday. Why won't Scott be in the office on Monday? Well, Scott won't be in the office that day because he'll be on vacation. Somebody will be absent from work on Monday. Who will be absent from work on Monday? Well, it's Scott. Scott will be absent from work on Monday. They cannot set up their meeting on Monday. Can they set up their meeting on Monday? Unfortunately, no. They can't set up their meeting on Monday. Why can't they set up their meeting on Monday? Well, they can't do it because Scott won't be in the office.